Hello everyone, this is the tank I removed from my Toro 523 DXI that I've been parting out on and off for the last 2 years. If you do look up on Toro website or partstree.com, the fuel tank for a diesel 523 DXI, excuse me for burping there, is different than the fuel tank for the other 5XI tractors, the gasoline tractors. I don't know why it's different. Even the fuel cap here is different. It's got a D on it. It's got a D on it. If you went to the Toro, if you could find a retailer that had that cap alone is $50. Retail is $50 for that darn fuel cap. So I just tried rinsing it out. I don't know, tried rinsing it out with water. I drained it fairly well. But until it sells, it's going back in the barn. But no leaks. Yeah, let me turn it upside down. This fuel tank is oddly shaped because it sits under the rear fender, and of course the left rear tire is right under here, right rear tire is right under here. Fuel shut off valve. I removed the hoses that route, I don't know if they were vapor hoses or return hoses that routed here. I removed them because whoever puts this on their tractor really should just put new hose on before they put it back on the tractor. I occasionally get requests for people just to buy the fuel cap, and I am not selling the fuel cap from this tank separate from the tank. I had a person offering me $5 for a fuel cap from a Toro 260 series tractor, which, if you have a gas 5XI tractor, it's the same exact fuel cap. But this one actually is a different mold with that D on it for diesel. The fuel sender. I took the engine out of the tractor, I think August of 2023, and I didn't have a chance to test the fuel sender. I tried about a month ago or so to test. I hooked up a battery to the wiring and trying to test the fuel sender, but without wiring both hooked up to the engine, I wasn't able to do that, and I didn't know which wires to hook up where. So I'm just going to throw in the fuel sender with this tank. It's just going with the tank, and whether it works or not, I don't know. The buyer will find that out. But I don't know. The tractor had 65.8 hours on it. I have other videos on both of my channels showing the tractor only having 65.8 hours. I'm the third owner of the tractor. The second owner told me the first owner was an elderly person and had, I don't know, either a grandchild or a hired hand running the tractor, and they ran it low on oil and ruined the engine. And when I took the engine apart August of 23, 2 of the 3 connecting rods were broken. There was, looks like the crankcase was broken in 2 places. One place where they JB welded it shut and put it back together. But anyway, so some people also know the New Holland GT series is the same as the Toro 5XI, the GT18, GT20, GT22, GT20A, GT22A, and then there was a GT23D. Yes, there was a New Holland diesel version same as the Toro 523 DXi. There was a gentleman in Wisconsin that listed one on Craigslist. Can't remember if it was 1 or 2 years ago. I think I actually have a video on that. I wanted to go look at it. I asked the guy, can I just come and look at it and get videos of it? And he says, no, you know, that's understandable. And he said, no, just, well, you know, some stranger coming onto his property just want to get a look at something. And he says, no, that's fine. That's fine. But, so I have seen on Craigslist one of those listed for sale. So if you have a 523 DXi that needs a fuel tank, here you go. But if you do look up on Toro.com or Partstree.com, it's a different part number for the tank. It's a different part number for the fuel cap. I don't know if it's a different part number for the fuel sender. But, okay, today is Saturday, October 25th, 2025. I will probably list this on eBay in the next week. It's actually fairly light, probably packaged up. It's going to be 15 to 20 pounds. The only problem is it's so large. You know, it's 36 inches long. I think I measured it at about 14 by 20 by 36. So the package is going to be, you know, at an inch in each direction. But I'll list it on the Minneapolis, Minnesota Craigslist. Maybe listed on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know. From the tractor, I still have the tractor, no deck, no attachments from it, no mule drive. I sold the crankshaft, the head, the muffler, the injector pump, those are all sold. I still have like a radiator fan shroud, a radiator fan, water pump, starter, alternator, and then some other miscellaneous parts. Yeah, I rinse this thing out with water. Once you get it, I think you will just want to blow it out with air to get all the moisture out. You know, I tried running water through it just in the last hour, and I'm going to be turning on the fan here in the bathroom as soon as I'm done with the video. Then I'm going to bag it up and it's going to go back in the barn. So, because you can smell it. So, anyway, don't know what else to say. Yeah, no leaks that I know of. So the tractor had 65.8 hours when it was, you know, when they ruined the engine. And I'm guessing, you know, the tractor I think was a 1998 model, so it might have been 2000, 2001, 2002. Could have been just 20 years ago when the engine, you know, went kaput and they parked it. And then they sold it to a friend. He was going to try and get his son, a diesel mechanic, to help him fix it. And his son never got around to helping his dad with that. So he sold it to me spring of 23. So, anyway, I guess that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Please see my other videos. I have, I think, over 3 dozen Toro 5XI videos on my Boyd the Goofball channel. You know, one including, you know, leveling a deck. At least 1 or 2 of those. I have, what else do I have? I have a couple, 2-3 videos on the steering system and where to look for to adjust slop. I got videos. A recent video I put up about a month ago showing the bushings you need to put at the ends of the steering cylinder. to if you got a lot of slop in your steering system, if you have a tractor with power steering. I even got videos of the bag of parts and the part number, and I measured them with a caliper. But all right, well, thanks for watching. See ya, bye.